in the next six talk, most of them online, yeah, except Heinz Fissan. Some just recorded their video, but Heinz is online. Heinz is the long time friend of Professor Pui and a very good Indonesian collaborator. He retired from University of Duisburg for some years, but sometimes he's still active. And most of our speakers just online, except Sung Jae Chen, the last speaker. So we have six talk. So we start from Heinz first. Heinz, are you online? Yes. Yeah, please go ahead. You'll be talking about the International Intercontinental Cooperation with Professor Pui. Okay. Heinz, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's quite clear.
I have
okay.
a video, so.
Sure, sure. Oh, you play the video first. Okay.
Dear Dave, ladies and gentlemen, before I start to describe the collaboration between Dave and myself, I want to describe briefly my way to Minneapolis, where we met the first time. 1970, I got my PhD at the University in Aachen in Germany. The topic was the determination of gas concentration distributions in a flame using flame spectroscopy. 1971, I was postdoc at the University of California in La Jolla, investigating combustion processes in shock tubes, again working with flame spectroscopy. 1972, I became postdoc at the University of Minnesota in Professor Fender's flame spectroscopy lab, investigating the soot formation in open flames. In California, the discussion came up about traffic causing smoke due to combustion exhaust. This was the first time that I heard the word aerosol. In Minneapolis, next door to the labs, there was a particle lab with Ken Whitby, Ben Liu, Dave Kitson, and the student Dave Pui. I started to cooperate with this lab and performed a study on measurement of aerosol produced by propane air flame in a controlled environment. This was the first time that I had direct contact to Dave. We did not work together at that time, but our collaboration started in the early 80s. Today we are celebrating 50 years of Dave Pui's work with pioneers, students, postdocs, scholars, friends to create friendship and collaboration in aerosol science and technology. But even more important is another 50th anniversary. It is the golden wedding of Therese and Dave. Congratulations to both events. In this picture from the wedding, Dave is carrying two boys. The right one is our son Marcus. I will come back to this boy at the end of my talk 50 years later. To understand my relationship to Dave, I will briefly describe my aerosol research life. After I came back to Aachen, I wrote my habilitation about soot in flames. In 1974 until 2003, I accepted a professorship on aerosol measurement technology at the new Gesamthochschule Duisburg, which became University Duisburg-Essen in 2003. My research collaboration with Dave dealt with several aspects of aerosol research. For instance, in process analysis, we worked on filtration, charging of aerosols and other topics. One of them was to combine aerosol research with in the 90s upcoming nanotechnology. Our activities in nanotechnology were recognized in Germany by the Max Planck and Humboldt associations. In 1993, they offered us the Max Planck Research Award. This was and is still today the highest award in engineering science in Germany. We got the award for our international collaboration to combine the new nanotechnology with aerosol technology. We got more than 200,000 D-Mark support for our activities. They also financed Dave and my sabbatical leaves. After my retirement in 2003, we started a project financed by Intel on nanoparticle contamination control in extreme UV lithography, EUVL. Another area of collaboration was the development of aerosol measurement techniques, which are listed here. Altogether, we wrote more than 80 joint papers. Another aspect of our joint activities was to create a worldwide aerosol community. We were both involved in the organization of the first two IAC meetings, and even more important was the setup of the Fissan PUI TSI International Collaboration Award in the auspices of IARA. TSI endowed $75,000 to set up the award, to be conferred at the International Aerosol Conference held once every 4 years. The purpose is to promote international collaboration in the field of aerosol science and technology. We also organized a series of nanoparticle conferences supported by the European Science Foundation, ESF, and the American National Science Foundation, NSF. From the beginning, we both thought that family friendship between colleagues is also very important factor. We exchanged our daughters. We created a celebration friendship club. We visited each other in family events, and we made trips to many places in the world. The left picture shows Dave's parents and his sister somewhere in Hong Kong, and the right picture shows Dave and me in Napa Valley. I started Dave's interest in wine at that time. This picture was taken at the wedding of Dave's daughter, Lizzie, in Puerto Rico. I am the godfather of Lizzie, and obviously she likes me. You can see how she holds my hand. Some years ago, in 2004, Dave came up with this contract of friendship forever. It lists things we should do in the future together. At the end, he proposed family friendship. At that time, he did not know what kind of duty he was talking about. Here in this slide, my family and Dave's family are shown. In my family, the man at the left side is Marcus, the little boy whom you saw in the wedding picture. Everybody can see that Dave's family is much bigger than mine, and therefore his duty is much bigger than mine too. The last slide shows Dave's largest and latest research object, an air cleaning tower. He tried to convince me and also our son Marcus, the one he was carrying at the wedding, to get involved in this project. Marcus is an architect, and his office is involved in constructing the new university in Shenzhen, where Dave is teaching. The right picture shows Dave on a trip to Switzerland 3 years ago with Jing Wang and us on a railway station where he showed his teaching capabilities. He explained his story in a very convincing way.
Okay, so what we do is to pull the PM 2.5 into the tower and through a filter system, and then the clean air rise above the chimney, and then the clean air go all the way around the city. And then we also incorporate water spray to remove the CO2.
Thank you, Dave, for your long-time collaboration and friendship, and you for your attention.
Yeah, thank you, Heinz, for your very touching presentation. 50 years of friendship and collaboration, not just for fun, also for technical collaboration. I think we should move forward, right? Because of time constraint.